It begins with a sound, a gentle gurgle, a sharp sizzle, the clink of ceramic on a countertop. It's the aroma that follows. The rich, earthy promise of coffee, the smoky allure of bacon, the sweet scent of batter meeting a hot griddle. This is the overture to the American morning, a sensory symphony that plays out in millions of kitchens, diners, and cafes from coast to coast, every single day. But what makes breakfast so special in America? Why does this first meal of the day hold such a profound, almost sacred place in our culture? It's a question that goes far beyond what's on our plates. The answer is woven into the very fabric of our history, our identity, and our aspirations. It's more than a meal, it's a ritual, a flexible ceremony that adapts to the rhythm of our lives. For some, it's the quiet solitude of a single cup of coffee, a moment of peace and reflection before the world demands our attention. For others, it's the controlled chaos of a family kitchen, a daily dance of toast popping, juice pouring, and last-minute homework checks, a noisy but vital reaffirmation of family bonds. It's the hurried grab and go, a testament to our relentless pursuit of productivity. And on weekends it transforms again, into the leisurely celebratory affair of brunch, where time slows down and conversation flows as freely as the hollandaise sauce. In every form, breakfast is a taste of home. It's a powerful anchor to our past, a direct line to our childhoods. The specific way your grandmother flipped her pancakes, the brand of cereal that was your Saturday morning cartoon companion, these aren't just memories, they are foundational elements of our personal histories. This meal is a vessel for nostalgia, carrying the flavors of comfort and care across generations, reminding us of where we came from. And at the heart of this tradition are the icons, the Mount Rushmore of American breakfast foods. From sizzling bacon to stacks of pancakes, our mornings are shaped by tradition and change. Consider the quintessential diner plate, 2 eggs, sunny side up, flanked by glistening strips of bacon and a tower of fluffy pancakes. It's a tableau so familiar it feels as if it has existed forever, but it hasn't. The pancakes, a symbol of weekend indulgence, trace their lineage back through centuries of griddle cakes and flapjacks. The bacon and eggs, now seen as the cornerstone of a hearty breakfast, were not always a pair. Their marriage was, in fact, a brilliant act of public relations. And then there's cereal, a food born from a 19th century health crusade that morphed into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Why do we crave eggs, cereal, and coffee? The answer is a blend of history, culture, and clever marketing. To understand how these foods became our morning mainstays, we must look back. The breakfast we know today is a relatively modern invention. For early Americans, the morning meal was often a simple, practical affair, frequently consisting of leftovers from the previous night's supper, a bowl of cornmeal mush, a piece of bread, perhaps some cold meat. It was sustenance, not ceremony. The Industrial Revolution changed everything. As people moved from farms to factories, a new rhythm of life emerged. The workday became structured and demanding. A quick, high-energy meal was needed to fuel the labor force, setting the stage for a breakfast revolution. But history alone doesn't tell the whole story. Over time, immigration and innovation turned simple foods into icons of the American morning. The American breakfast table is a melting pot, seasoned by waves of immigration. Each group brought with them their own morning traditions, enriching and expanding our culinary vocabulary. Jewish immigrants introduced the bagel, a dense, chewy bread that would become a staple from New York City to Los Angeles. Mexican culinary traditions gave us the breakfast burrito, a portable and delicious fusion of eggs, potatoes, and spice. From the German influence on sausages and pastries to the Italian frittata, our breakfast landscape is a testament to the diverse cultures that have shaped the nation. And then there is the hidden hand that has guided our choices perhaps more than any other: marketing. The story of the American breakfast is inseparable from the story of American advertising. We'll uncover how figures like Edward Bernays, the father of public relations, convinced a nation that a heavy, protein-rich breakfast of bacon and eggs was essential for health, all on behalf of the Beech-Nut Packing Company. We'll explore how cereal pioneers like John Harvey Kellogg and C.W. Post, initially driven by religious and health ideals, inadvertently launched an industry that would master the art of selling to children, creating brand loyalties that last a lifetime. Our cravings have been meticulously cultivated. Let's take a closer look at the legendary marketers who shaped America's breakfast habits. Edward Bernays, often called the father of public relations, masterminded the campaign that made bacon and eggs a staple of the American breakfast. By enlisting doctors to endorse a hearty breakfast, he created a sense of authority and trust. John Harvey Kellogg and C.W. Post meanwhile revolutionized breakfast with their cereals. Their marketing was relentless and innovative. Kellogg's focus on health and purity, and Post's clever use of advertising and free samples, turned simple grains into household names. Their campaign succeeded because they tapped into the hopes, fears, and aspirations of Americans, making breakfast not just a meal, but a daily ritual tied to health, happiness, and success. Today, breakfast is a delicious snapshot of who we are, a culture caught between nostalgia and progress. We still cherish the comforting classics, but we are also a nation increasingly obsessed with wellness. The rise of avocado toast is not just a trend, it's a symbol of a shift in values. Smoothie bowls packed with superfoods have become the new emblem of a virtuous start to the day. The demand for plant-based sausages and egg substitutes reflects a growing awareness of our impact on the planet. Our mornings are a battleground of competing desires. We want the comfort of tradition, but the benefits of innovation. We crave indulgence but strive for health. We need speed and convenience for our weekday hustle, yet we yearn for the slow, social connection of a weekend brunch. This tension is what makes the modern American breakfast so dynamic. It's a meal that perfectly encapsulates our contemporary anxieties and aspirations. So the simple question of, what's for breakfast, opens a door to a much larger story. It's a story of industrialization and immigration, of scientific discovery and marketing genius, of cultural identity and personal memory. It's a story of how simple foods were transformed into powerful symbols of the American way of life. To truly understand who we are as a nation, nostalgic, inventive, and always hungry for more, we must first understand the meal that starts our day. So pour your coffee and savor the story of America's favorite meal. From humble beginnings to iconic traditions, breakfast has shaped who we are, one morning at a time. Thanks for joining us on this delicious journey through history. Until next time, may your mornings be bright and your breakfasts unforgettable.